You're supposed to be seeing my soul right now. Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And as you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking about the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. That is hard to say. Try saying that 3 times. But anyway, I have it on right now. And if you keep watching, you'll see what I think of it. And I'm not going to do a full day wear test because it is 4 o'clock when I'm filming this video. So like a half day wear test, but I don't really have a lot of makeup on. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted it to be about the foundation. I feel like my foundation videos are my most watched and commented on videos. It's what you guys want to see more than like how-to videos. You can get so many how-to videos on YouTube. So foundations are really, I think, what you guys want to see. I do have oily skin, as you know. I have textured skin. So I'm always willing to try new foundations for you. I try so hard to film, but because I'm in quarantine, like a lot of you guys, all of my filming stuff is like put away because it's been taken over by all of my work stuff. So when I have some time to dig it all out, I will film for you. But I do have 3 other foundations that I want to do a video for you guys. So hopefully we can get this ball rolling and I can bring you more content. And if there's any foundation you guys want me to try, please let me know down below. If I can find it, if I can order it, if I can get it here, I will test it for you. And so keep watching to see what I think. All right, so my hair is pulled back and I have my AirPods on because it just works better with the sound quality. I am recording on my phone and that's just what works. Otherwise, there's like a weird echo. So I'm gonna start with my Cover FX Mattifying Primer. This is the primer that I use when I want to really test out a foundation, when I really wanna know how it's working, if I really want to test it out. This is the primer that I normally go with, because it's the one that I know how it performs. So I base my foundation's performance off of this as well. Okay, now I'm gonna do just a brush and a wet sponge on either side of my face because I just want to compare. So I just want to show you guys the packaging. The packaging is the same as all of the other Huda Beauty brands. Well, things. Huda Beauty things. I can't talk. But it's really velvety packaging. And look, I haven't opened it yet. I just want you guys to see that I have not opened the seal. I haven't opened it on the bottom either. But this is the color Chai 210B. And now, the only thing that really annoyed me about picking out this foundation was that I am also Chai in the Faux filter, the one with the pump. But when I look at the description of this foundation, Chai is, I have it up here, it's warmer, light skin with beigey pink undertone. And for me, I'm not pink anything. So I was kind of like, oh, you know, maybe she renamed them. Maybe they're a little bit different. And because I got this before it was even out to the public, you couldn't do a comparison on Sephora.com. So what I had to do is on the Huda Beauty website, you can see your comparison between the Faux filter and this one. And it said if you were Chai in the other one, then you are Chai in this one, even though the undertone is different. So the undertone of the other one is just, it's light skin with a beige undertone. And this one had the word pink, which scared me. But I didn't want to buy more than one. I said, look, I'm going to trust what the website says. So, but there were others if you were like toasted almond or something. And the other one, you were something different in this one. I just so happened to be the same shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. Oh, all right. There's the broken seal. I really wanted to try this on camera so you guys could see my full honest opinion. Oh, it looks like her lipsticks. So her lipsticks look like this. And it's, how much product is in here? It's 12 grams, so 0.44 ounces. And I think the Faux filter with the pump, you get a full ounce with that one. But because it's a pump, it probably disperse more, and this one you're just gonna go right on and, you know, whatevs. So this is supposed to be a light coverage to full coverage. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me, okay. Doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't, no, doesn't smell like anything. So even though the description says beigey pink undertone, I don't see any pink in here. I don't see any neutral. I really don't see anything like that. I just see warm undertone. So let's try it out. Ooh. Very velvety. That shade is not bad. See, had I not gone to the website and compared it, I would have bought a totally different shade, because the word pink scares me. I'm yellow, warm, gold, whatever you want to call it. And I would have totally bought the wrong shade if I hadn't gone to the comparison. But also, I wish that she hadn't changed the description of it, because if you're chai in one and chai in the other, the undertones should be the same. So I really hate that there's the word pink in there. But this is what you guys saw me put. It's missing like a whole piece right there. Okay, so it's just one of those that where you put it is kind of where it stays. You can see where it is compared to my skin. So it just you kind of have to put it exactly where you want it to go. But this is supposed to be like a silkier, more natural finish rather than like a matte finish. And you can see, let me get up close. Ooh, my mustache, guys, forgive me, please. So I am shooting in 4K right now. This is an iPhone 12. So this camera you're supposed to be seeing my soul right now. That's what I heard. But let me show you guys. Look at all my pores and all my grossness. But I will say this is light coverage. You still see my freckles. There goes an eyelash. You can really still see everything. But it's not as bare as this side, if that makes sense. So I don't think I'm gonna like a beauty blender with this at all. I can already tell that you're gonna pat, 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 and it's not gonna spread. So I'm not even gonna attempt it, because it's just one of those that I know. Also, the weird things you see in my teeth are because I have Invisalign, and Invisalign trays have these hooks that you hook onto your teeth. They're not in right now, but that's what that is. Yeah, so I'm not gonna like a beauty blender. I already know I'm not gonna like it. I won't even attempt it. But I like that it's like a mess-free situation. I won't pull it up too much, but let me just go ahead and, okay, so I heavy-handed that side a little bit more. I was heavier on this side with it. So let's see. I love foundation lips. Do y'all do that? Let me just move this out of the way. I don't really know how to feel about this. I mean, I can't even feel it on my face. I will be honest with you guys. It was like putting butter on. It's very smooth, but I don't know how I feel about it. I can't tell if I have the right coverage. I can't really tell you guys. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. I was heavier on this side, a little bit lighter on this side. I can see where it's buildable, because let's go ahead and try that. I can definitely see it being buildable for sure. And I swear it feels like butter when you're putting it on. Maybe this primer just isn't, maybe they just don't like each other. You know, sometimes a foundation can be really good and it just doesn't work with a primer that you like. I just feel like the more I do this, the more I am moving it around. I don't want to move it around. Bring it around town. Y'all watch that? SpongeBob. Ignore me. Let me bring it down here. I don't want to bring it down to like my mock neck shirt, but okay. Nothing, first of all, pink about this undertone at all. So I wish that the description would be changed because there's nothing pink about this. I've never been neutral and I've never been a cool undertone. And this is all yellow and all warm. There's nothing cool about this in the undertone. It's cool though. Now on camera, it's looking really, I feel like sometimes certain ways that I move, it looks a lot more, the finish looks a lot shinier than it actually is in person. All right, so that's sort of what it looks like. I feel like this camera is also picking up every single bit of every dimension of my skin. And so when you look at yourself in person, your skin is a lot more flattering than when you look at yourself in a 4K camera. So I will say in person, you don't see all of my pores and all of the imperfections as much as it's picking it up on camera. And I also have, you know, the ring light. Let me pop it up a little bit more. Maybe this way you guys can see it a little bit better. It looks very shiny as far as the finish goes, which I don't mind because I don't feel greasy. You know how sometimes certain foundations are like a silky finish or a natural finish or a radiant finish, and you feel like, okay, this is radiant, but I feel like I need to powder myself down. I don't feel like I need to go and get my powder. I don't feel that way. So I do like that about it. It's just not like right here. I'm missing a huge chunk of foundation here. And I normally never put foundation in this area. I just drag it out. I normally just do cheeks and then I just drag it wherever I have to drag it. But I think this is just one that, let me just go. This is just one where you kind of have to play with it. You have to play with different primers, different brushes. Oh, I do have a Huda Beauty brush, the white one that first came out with her first foundation. I should have probably used that brush. This is just like a handy dandy. I know how this brush works. And for me, I can do this in the dark with this brush. So I thought this would be my best bet, but really, maybe I should have used the Huda Beauty one with the white bristles. It's got a flat top. Maybe they're just meant to just work better with each other. And I don't have a Huda Beauty primer. I've never used her primer. This feels nice with the sponge. It's nice and cooling. Okay, it didn't move. I thought it was gonna move the foundation all around, but it really didn't. So let me see if my hair was down. So that's just kind of what it looks like. I hope you guys can see. It's definitely a radiant finish. There's nothing matte about this. But, you know, like I said, it doesn't feel greasy or anything. It's not transfer proof, but also the reason that I look so shiny is it's the lights in this camera, because I'm not this shiny in real life, but it feels nice. And I don't feel like I have to go powder down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just finish off the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back to let you know how the products worked on top of it. So be right back. All right, so all I did was I just applied some mascara. I'm wearing this is the NARS Climax Extreme. I got the little one. I just wanted to test it out, but I really do like this mascara. It really lengthens and like your lashes. That's exactly how I describe it. And I'm just wearing a little bit of contour because I wanted to see how the product worked on top of this. And I will say this is Fenty Beauty Private Island Sunstalker. I'm not sure which one is the color or what, but it's Private Island. It's the Fenty Beauty one. And I must say this went on beautifully. I was expecting it to budge all over the place. Mind you, I've been gone for like 4 minutes. I got off camera, I put mascara and this on, and that was it. I have nothing else on. Just because I just want to do a simple foundation wear test. And I was expecting this to move around and budge. It did not. And I was in there and I was swirling, and I was, you know, hopefully you can see a little bit of the color here. But it went on really beautifully. Also, let me say that when I got off camera, I think it's the ring light, or maybe it's because I'm filming in 4K. This foundation is not nearly as shiny as it looks on camera. So don't let that deter you from trying it. It is 100% not nearly as shiny. I mean, you can even tell, like, my hands look really shiny. I think it's just I think it's this light or the phone. I don't really know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record a small clip in HD rather than 4K, and I wanna see the difference. All right, guys, so this is a shot being filmed in HD rather than 4K, and it really doesn't make a difference. It's equally as shiny. I really think it's the ring light in contrast with this new phone that I got. I haven't really played around with the settings yet, but I am not nearly as shiny in person as I am on camera. It's actually pretty matte for a foundation that claims to be a radiant finish. Or actually, I do believe it's a natural finish, but it's a skin-like finish. It doesn't look powdered, it doesn't look too matte. It really just looks like your skin. And I gotta say, like, I am really loving it with just a simple black shirt and the contour, the small contour I did, and the mascara. I'm just loving it like this. This could be an everyday look for me. As far as how the foundation performs, I don't know. I'll be right back and I'll tell you in a few hours what I think. But, you know, as far as the way that it looks, and the color and everything, I think the color was spot on. It's a little bit golden, but once you powder and highlight and do all of those things, those kinds of elements sort of go away. But, you know, as far as the actual foundation, I thought this was gonna let me down, but I like the way it applied. I like the way it went on. And, you know, I like the way that it feels as well. So I'm excited to just wear this for a couple of hours and then let you guys know what I think in a bit. But, you know, so far so good. And if you are having an issue figuring out your color, do go to hudabeauty.com because there is a comparison chart there. If you know your Huda Beauty Faux Filter matte coverage color, then she will give it to you in this one as well. But if you're not a Huda Beauty user, I suggest you just use Sephora and use their comparison program. It's not bad. It's actually a pretty good starting point, and then you can sort of figure out from there what you think. But, you know, I'll be right back and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts, but so far so good. All right, guys, it's been a few hours since I've had this on, and I've been rubbing my eyes, so you might see a clunk of mascara right here. but this is what it looks like. It looks like I haven't moved. It looks like I stood the test of time, and which is great, by the way. It kind of stayed where I left it. Now, I would be curious to see how this foundation works in the middle of like a hot summer day. But because I have been home, it's not like I went to go work out. I haven't really done anything, even though it's been a few hours. It hasn't budged at all. And so I don't know if I'm chalking it up to the primer or the foundation or the fact that I've been a lazy bum all day. But, you know, it's pretty much, it's worn off like here a little bit, like in here. But even around my mouth, I generally get creasing around my mouth, like from eating and wiping and whatever, but it's a little bit worn off, but nothing crazy. It's not oily, it's not anything. So I would love to see this foundation in action on a hot day with my oily skin. You know, it is November, so it is a little bit chillier. But, you know, I gotta say, even my contour is like, it has not moved. I am impressed. And I'm not very often impressed with a foundation. Sometimes I'll like it that day, and then I'll wear it again out when I'm actually out going to do something. And I'll be like, oh, all of that work for nothing. I liked you, and then I didn't like you. So maybe I won't like this foundation tomorrow, or maybe I won't like it on a day where it's hot or I'm sweaty or I'm doing something. But right now, I like it. And I do recommend you guys try it. It sucks so bad that you can't just walk into Sephora or Ulta and get a sample. You can't even touch the testers. I guess depending on where you live, but by me, in the stores that I go to, you can't touch the testers. You can't do anything. There's no samples. There's no nothing. So if you're looking to test a new product nowadays, it's going to be difficult. But, you know, these companies do have a good return policy. I am going to keep this foundation, and I'm definitely going to try it again at another time for sure. A time that I go out, I'm definitely going to try it out in a real world setting rather than, you know, my environment at home. But I have to be honest, it hasn't moved. Even with me rubbing all in my eye, like I rubbed it underneath my eye, but other than that, it is exactly where I left it. So, and one thing that I forgot to mention, actually, the reason that the name changes are there, the reason that I'm Chai, but I'm also Chai in the other one, but if you are one thing and another, vice versa from the Faux filter one, if the name has changed, it's because the stick foundation has 40 shades and the pump foundation only had 30. So she made more shades and she made more room for different colors. And so I guess she had to sort of move things around to fit foundations where they go to be in sequential color order. So that might be the reason. But I just happen to get lucky with Chai. I'm Chai in both. So if you are Chai in the other one, or any of the foundations that you may match down below, I think you'd be a good fit for Chai. The price point of this is not bad. I believe it's $39. And I say give it a go if you're looking for a new foundation. If you are looking to find something else, I definitely say give it a go. If you're on the go and you like to carry makeup with you, this is definitely a good one. I feel like even if you were to just like apply it with your fingers, it wouldn't even look bad. So this is definitely a foundation that I would recommend. It won't go on top of my Holy Grail list. My Holy Grails are Makeup Forever and YSL. Those are my two top ones. And if you beat those, then you are a damn good foundation. But I'm not putting this one up there yet. I haven't really given it a full fair shot. The other foundations I'm talking about, I've been wearing for years, and they are at the top of my list. They work in the summer, spring, winter, fall. They work with all types of primers, all types of powders. They are like a universal, amazing foundation. So I'm not putting this one up there yet. Give me a minute, but it's pretty good. I suggest you guys give it a try. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. This was so refreshing to make this video for you guys. I hope I can make more, and send me all your questions. I'm sending you guys so much love. See you guys next time.